Have you ever encountered a bird like this? Its body parts seem to belong to different animal species. This sounds strange, but when you see it, the bird that we will introduce today, many people feel the same way. Some people think the appearance of the main character in this episode is really special. Others say all of this looks really scary. But one thing doesn't change. Just look at it, and it immediately becomes the center of attention. You are watching the Animal 360 TV channel. And today we will step into the mysterious world of one of the strangest birds on the planet, Balaeniceps rex, the majestic king of African swamps. Don't forget to rate this video and subscribe to the channel. And we start right now. Balaeniceps rex, also known as the Shoebill Stork, is a bird of the Pelecaniformes order. This is a very rare and little-studied bird. It is the only representative of the Balaenicepidae family. Its closest relatives are the hammercop and pelican species. This bird is quite large. The height of the shoebill storks exceeds 1 meter, and it can weigh from 4 to 8 kilograms. However, some individuals can weigh up to 15 kilograms. With a wingspan of over 2 meters, the beak is also very large and looks like a shoe. That's why our main character is also called the shoebill. In general, the shoebill stork has a rather strange appearance. It seems to be a combination of several different animals. Many people compare it to a dinosaur. What is very noticeable is the head of the shoebill stork is almost as wide as its body. In contrast, the neck is very thin. Sometimes you wonder how such a neck can hold such a large head. Just because of a huge beak like that, the bird sometimes has to put it on its chest to rest from its weight. On the head of the shoebill stork, there is a lovely tuft of feathers. Let's pay attention together to its legs, long and thin, with toes up to 18 centimeter wide. You can meet the shoebill stork in Africa, in swampy areas. They like to be in hard-to-reach places, difficult to move, almost inaccessible. Most of the time, our main character lives a lifetime where they were born. The shoebill stork does not encounter any difficulties when living in the swamp. That's because the bird's legs exert minimal pressure on the ground, and this allows them not to sink. On the swamp, the shoebill storks find food for themselves. They mainly eat fish, but frogs, snakes, and sometimes even small crocodiles are also in their diet. By the way, the eyes of the shoebill are at the front of the skull, instead of on both sides like many other bird species. And thanks to that, it can focus on its target. In terms of behavior characteristics, our main character has amazing patience. It can wait for many hours without moving at all when there is a fish appearing nearby. And when there is a fish appearing, the shoebill immediately starts to act. This is supported by a powerful beak with a sharp hook at the end. With such a weapon, the slippery fish will definitely be caught. But the shoebill doesn't always stand still and wait. When there is some prey appearing nearby, sometimes they walk carefully through the swamp and look for something to eat themselves. And sometimes, our main characters can muddy the water with their feet. From there, wake up the fish to the surface. In such a hunting process, not only fish, but also a lot of garbage also falls into their beak. So first, they need to go ashore and sort out the spoils and then eat it. What is noteworthy is it seems that some guys are not really good to their relatives. In the wild, the birds try to keep a distance from each other, usually not less than 20 meters. In a captive environment, this is not always possible. Therefore, at zoos, there are sometimes clashes. Like with herons and ibises, for example, our heroes are very calm. They even take advantage of the shoebill because the shoebill is large and strong. Like protectors, they gather in flocks around the shoebill. That makes them feel safe. It's strange why the shoebill, with a calm attitude and tolerance for other bird species, but doesn't like its own kind. Whatever it is, the shoebill is a monogamous animal. They form a pair for life. The way they pair in nature is very little studied. But in zoos, you can observe such a picture. The birds shake their heads, stretch their necks, and make special sounds. The nest of these birds can confidently be called a palace. Its diameter can reach 2.3 meters. Such a nest is built from branches, typha, and reeds. Inside, they put soft, dry grass. Both parents always participate in nest building. The female lays from 1 to 3 eggs, and both parents will also incubate them. The baby appears after a month. Their development is very slow compared to other bird species. Just the process of feather growth takes up to 95 days. Initially, the babies are covered by soft gray feathers. The beak of baby is small but already has a sharp hook at the end. The young shoebill is in the nest about 2 months, but what often happens is, after this time, they still occasionally return home. By the age of 4 months, the shoebill stork can be considered fully independent. By the age of 3-4 years, the young reach maturity. Before that, they continue to live somewhere not too far from their parents. In the natural environment, shoebill storks can live up to 35 years old. In a captive environment, their lifespan is about 50 years. It's a pity. Due to human destruction of the familiar environment, the population of these birds is not always good as we would like. Don't forget that humans often destroy the nests of bird species, take their eggs to eat. As a result, there are now only about 15,000 individuals. We hope that these rare birds with a unique appearance will always live on our planet. Many people comment that the appearance of the shoebill stork is not only strange but also scary. Even if that is true, you definitely should not be afraid of this bird. It is calm and kind. If you approach it and bow, it will definitely respond to you in the same way. If you like this video, don't hesitate to rate it and write in the comments section. Maybe I missed something. Subscribe to the channel and don't forget to turn on notifications. See you soon.